Okay, this is Tom Haddigan. This is episode 3 of my new YouTube mixed martial arts program. So we are looking at UFC 307. UFC 307 features this formidable champion, Alex Pereira, against his opponent, Khalil Rountree. So let's really get into it. So, Alex Pereira, this fearsome Brazilian warrior, comes from a kickboxing background and is known for his technical striking and his precision. He has formidable calf kicks. He's a monumental strategist. He has a combination of debilitating calf kicks and punches to the solar plexus. Both of those are carefully calculated to wear his opponent down. So he's got one of the best calf kick games in the UFC, with the kicks being difficult to see and even more harder to counter, to check. As a striker, he has great power and precision. He can find openings and he knows how to exploit them with devastating effect. Remember, he has a 10-15 year record in kickboxing and MMA, and he's fought some fearsome opponents over those years. He's very versatile. He's got the ability to head kick and to create body shots. This is one of his tribal outfits, which makes him look even more intimidating. Okay, Khalil Rountree, not so famous as his opponent, but he's a solid all-rounder. He has a Muay Thai influence. He has a strong Muay Thai background, which is evident in the way he fights. He tends to be more flat-footed and uses his hips for powerful kicks. He does have powerful punching. Whether he's as powerful as Alex Pereira, I don't know. But he does have a strong, powerful punch. And he's known for his knockout power. I believe 4 of his 5 recent victories have come through knockout. But he also has decent counter-striking abilities, often waiting for the right moment to unleash his power. His style is aggressive. He will push forward and look to engage in striking exchanges. Now, who have they fought? Well, this is where the big difference is. Well, let's deal with Rountree first on the right here. Okay, he's beaten Paul Craig, UFC Fight Night Nelson versus Ponzinibbio. It was a first round knockout. He's beaten the kickboxing legend Gokhan Soki. Again, this is at UFC 226. First round knockout. He's beaten Eric Anders, UFC 236. Got a unanimous decision. Anders is quite a competent mixed martial artist. He beat Modestas Balcastas, won by a knockout, devastating knockout round 2. UFC Fight Night Bronson versus Till. And very recently he beat Anthony Smith. This was the Song versus Gutierrez UFC Fight Night with a knockout. So 4 of those opponents had been knocked out, and the 5th one was quite an outstanding unanimous decision victory. Now let's look at Pereira. He made a spectacular debut in the UFC. He beat Andreas Michailidis. Then that's 268, UFC 268. Then 281, UFC 281, he beat his nemesis Israel Adesanya, having beaten him twice as a kickboxer in a kickboxing contest. So winning 281 meant that he captured the UFC middleweight championship. There was a TKO in the 5th round. The return didn't go his way. Israel Adesanya recaptured the title, the middleweight championship, in UFC 287, knocked him out. But having said that, even though there's a 3-1 victory in terms of in favour of Pereira, Adesanya is a formidable opponent for anyone. Adesanya is a formidable opponent for Pereira, and even if they fought again, shall we say, at middleweight, there's every possibility that Adesanya could win again. Adesanya is that good. Pereira is that good. No one could actually bet against them. Having lost his title to Adesanya, he decided to go up to the light heavyweight. He then beat Jan Blankovic. I think it was a split decision Whether Pereira was a worthy winner, it's difficult to say. My thoughts at the time were that it was closer to a draw than a Pereira win. But let's go with the judges on this occasion. And then he fought Jiri Prochaska, the Czech ascetic, and he defeated him with a stunning knockout. To Prochaska's credit, there were no excuses. He said it was a definitive win. There was an issue of whether he could actually have continued. Okay, style matchup. Well, we've looked at this. Pereira has a kickboxing base with amazing calf kicks. He has enormous power, precision. He's very versatile. Khalil, Rountree, has a Muay Thai background, powerful punches, powerful counter striker, very aggressive. So this is going to be UFC 307. Is anyone able to say with certainty what the outcome will be? I would say that because of the fact that Alex Pereira has fought for 10 years and he has fought very powerful competitors, I would say that the probability is that Pereira will win. But I'm not ruling out Khalil's athleticism. He's a superb athlete, but he just doesn't have that real sense of gravitas that Pereira does.